Hi, and welcome back to the Car Secrets channel. So, today we're going to discuss a technical service bulletin that addresses a noise from the rear suspension on Lexus RX350 and RX450h. So, let's take a look here. So, we're talking about a squeak noise. It could be a squeak or a creak or a squawk, whichever way you want to describe it. And it comes from the rear of the vehicle. Sometimes it's more noticeable when it's colder outside, and you'll hear it if you're traveling over like an uneven surface where the rear suspension is flexing, or maybe when you're coming to a stop and the vehicle body moves, and you might hear this annoying squeaking or creaking sound coming from the rear. So as you can see, it applies to 2016 to 2019 model years of the RX350 and 450h. And let's take a look here and see what needs to be replaced. So they're talking about replacing the rear trailing arms, which are the arms that hold the suspension in the rear from moving back and forward, holds it in place. And the bushing in them, it deteriorates or degrades. You're not really going to see it torn or anything like that usually, but for some reason it just starts squeaking. And then later on, after 2019, they fixed this up a bit, and these vehicles don't have these problems anymore. So this time here that they talk about is the time that they pay the technician to replace it under warranty. It may actually take a little bit longer to do this job, but it's not a massive job by any means. One thing to know is because it's not a recall but a service bulletin, Lexus will not cover it for free on every vehicle that comes in and complains about it. The vehicle has to be exhibiting the symptoms and it has to be under warranty for this to be covered for free. Otherwise, it's going to be customer pay. So the warranty on this particular issue is 4 years from the in-service date or 50,000 miles, whichever comes first. After that, it's on the customer to pay for this. Now let's look at the part number information here. So the previous part numbers are the ones that were there. That's the parts that actually have this squeaking issue. And they're different because most likely one is for the Japanese manufactured vehicle and one is for the Canadian manufactured vehicle. But then the new part number, which is the updated one, it all supersedes to just one part number. So for the right hand side, it's this one. For the left hand or the driver's side, it's this is the updated part number. So let's take a look at the repair procedure. So what they want you to do is to check and confirm that that noise is actually coming from the trailing arms. Because the similar type of noise, the squeaking ones, you could get it from other bushings in the system. For example, the sway bar bushings and those kind of things. But it is pretty common for these trailing arms to make the squeaking noise. So they're a little on the expensive side. But if you replace the sway bar or stabilizer bar bushings, they're quite affordable and the noise is still there, then you may need to replace these trailing arms. And you can do them both, or you can just try to figure out if it's coming from the right side or the left side and just replace the affected one. So they're talking about using a mechanics chassis ear, which is sort of like digital stethoscope that you can put different pickups, different microphones, and then listen where the noise is coming from. I mean, 99% of the public are not going to have this type of equipment, so you may just have a person sit in the back while you're driving and see if it's coming from the left side or right side or both, and you can proceed with the repair based on that. And they also suggest that putting soapy water on the bushings in the front here, where they attach to the actual body of the vehicle, may help reduce the noise. So if you put the soapy water on there and the noise is gone or significantly reduced, then you can be fairly certain that that is the side that's causing the problem. So if the noise is present, they say to proceed with replacing the trailing arms. And one important thing is they want you to check on the trailing arms that you get to confirm that there is a little dimple mark on them. So this is the left-hand side. The arrow is to the front of the vehicle, and this is the bracket that bolts to the actual body of the car. So look for this little dimple. If there is a dimple, that means the part's been upgraded. If it's not there, that means that it's the old part and it should not be used. So after you confirm that the parts are the updated ones, you're going to replace them. It's not a massive job. It's a few bolts, bolts to the body with a couple of bolts, bolts to the rear axle carrier with a couple more bolts. You've got the e-brake cable, I think. No, these ones don't have the e-brake cable because these ones are already the electric e-brake. But it's not a huge procedure. You can definitely get it done on your own. And then once you replace it, then there's a good chance that this noise that's been bothering you is going to be gone. So there you go. That's all the details about this service bulletin. I hope you find it helpful. And if you do, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.